Just
I'm on the
some live
23 now.
example.
Yeah, I'm on the 23 now.
Yeah, do you see that gap where it just went into?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, it lines up exactly with the GP and previous lick retest. So I took a little snack there.
Oh, look at that. Phone, previous like retest. Nice, 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 nice. So, what were you like trading before? Like, how long have you been trading overall?
Yeah, I went into crypto at like 2020, I guess. But I was just following some influencers. You know, blew a lot of money. Never tried real trading before.
Oh, so you were
Um,
just following, just things on the online, just,
yeah, and
things like that.
just
Okay.
spot, no leverage or something.
Okay. And then,
So
and then when did you find the easy trade?
I believe it was through error because
Hmm.
I was checking out a coin and he was easy trade was a thing. It was called different, I believe.
Oh, easy crypto.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
easy
okay.
crypto. So I joined that group. Later, I joined trading up, but I realized I just wanted to learn trading myself.
Yeah, instead of
So
following signals.
yeah, so I believe last year December, I told myself I was going to take it seriously.
Okay.
That's when I started to join all the live sessions, put the work in, just kept showing up, and now it's paying off. Fortunately,
Yeah. Now you're the CRV master.
yeah,
But yeah, so so
just such a good coin to trade.
so like when you first started learning like to trade with me, like what were your like obstacles? Like what were your biggest struggles? Just so other people, that's learning, like could relate.
Yeah, first of all, it was a little bit overwhelming. It was a lot of information. I just started with learning the 1-2 setup.
Yeah, I mean that's recommended at
So
all time. First, yeah.
yeah,
So learn
so
learn how to
without all
read, learn how to read the price action and just the structure itself first, you know, and then learn how to
yeah,
incorporate the time and understand how candle forms, each candle, higher time frame, understand open, low, high, close of that candle, and then now fit the bias of the 1-2 or the previous leak retest or whatever it is inside of that idea, right? So that's how you
yeah.
now again line the time with price to trade.
Yeah, so first I just I started with the 1-2 setup without all the time stuff because yeah, when I joined the live sessions, it was also a lot about time. It was a little bit hard for me to understand, but eventually it clicked. And for all the other people, eventually it will click if you just keep doing the reps.
So
Um,
what was the point that clicked for you? What was like the aha moment for you when you were learning the time?
I don't know. It just one day it clicked. It was like
So
like
so
that.
so just repetition made more sense over time.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay, okay, okay.
And yeah, at the beginning I was trading a lot of coins because I was trying to catch the bottom on a lot of them,
Yeah.
but um, it was just getting a little too much for me. So I told myself I would just stick to three coins: Bitcoin, ETH, and CRV.
CRV. I mean, hey,
CRV is
from doing that though, how is your experience with trading? Just even just focusing on three, is it better or is it worse for you?
as a beginner to start. It's better. It's recommended for sure
So
because you
so
can.
so cutting it down improved your trading?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, like even me, I agree with that, right? You like just it's natural, right? Just really think about it. If you're looking at 15 things, right, your focus can, your one focus that you have, you gotta share with all 15 things, right?
Exactly,
Yeah, but
exactly.
then if you know only looking at three things that with same focus, the one focus you have, you only, now you're using it to apply on these three. So you're gonna have more accuracy, you're gonna have more patience, and you're gonna have, more high plus setups. You're gonna wait for those setups because now you're not chasing after, 15 different things with one focus. And I think that is a
Yeah,
very good starting off. Yeah.
you can actually see the whole picture of one coin instead of if you look at 20 different coins, you can see, all right, this is doing a little 1-2 and this is doing previously retest, but you never get the whole
Exactly.
picture.
You're gonna see different setups, right? Some are gonna out of the 15, you're gonna see one setup taking out the low, and then out of next one, you're gonna see 1-2 into the GP, and then you're gonna see another one that's doing, up and down back into a previous lake retest. You're gonna see all type of shit. You're gonna
Yeah,
see all of these. So that's why you want to kind of trim into the same three that's doing the same thing. Right? Then even if
yeah,
you
it's a
take
little
the
bit
three,
overwhelming.
exactly. And even if you took the three that looks the same, then now the outcome, your invalidations are similar, right? Your TPs are similar. So
Yeah,
you're managing
exactly.
risk in them will be a lot easier too. I say that all the time. Just try to look for the same looking things to trade. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah,
same action. If like, take the three that's doing the previous leg retest, or take the three that's doing the 1-2. Take the three that's doing, taking out the low. You know what I'm trying to say? And always,
exactly.
taking out the low setup is your highest, risk setup here, right? When you're trying to catch that lower low. So, and then this is your confirmation setup, your 1-2 after this lower low. You see what I'm saying? And then this will be your third one. It will make a move up from it and then now come back and previously retest. So these are all three types of entry models that you can take on, right? But you just want to make sure you take the three that's doing the same three, right? Not three different ones. Then you're gonna be confused even within those three that you're trading, right? They're all one's doing the low and the one's doing 1-2. The other one's doing, previous lick retest. And now the how you manage risk on them is all gonna be different.
Yeah,
Different
yeah.
setups. So yeah, that's a
And
very good
after a
point.
while, you can look at more coins because after some time, you will just see the setups way quicker. You would
Yep.
just look at the chart and you see a lot of setups.
Yeah, even me
It's
right
like
now,
it's like learning.
like even me right now, perfect example. You see my day trading list, right? It's
Yeah,
only this. I'm not trying to look at 1,000 different things after every chart got destroyed. After this lick, every chart got destroyed. So now I wanna even minimize my risk, right? Of even scooping things here. Because it's not
yeah,
it's not guaranteed that this is the low now. It's not guaranteed that that's the higher low. Again, it's not guaranteed
exactly.
until what? We see fair values going higher. That's why I keep
See a
looking
gap. Yeah,
for the fair value. We need to fair value now, right? We need to fair value because we have the step one, mega lick. We have the step two, not gapping down. We don't have the step three yet, right? No step three yet. That's why it's still not guaranteed here at this point. It's still high risk since
yeah. We need to
since we're
push a
not
little bit
seeing
for a new
yeah
month.
since we're not seeing that gap up, right? And again, good point, we're getting that monthly close now very soon too, right? We only have 9 days left till this monthly candle close, right? So it really up to we really need to even on the monthly candle base, right? We need to push above, right?
Yeah,
Before it closes. If not, the next candle gonna do another open high and we're gonna take these low and fill this gap.
yeah. Especially if Bitcoin is doing open eye next month, then
Like look at
yeah,
this.
it's not looking good. Yeah,
See,
perfect.
so this is why we need this candle to push back up on a monthly base, meaning on the lower time frame, we need to gap up. You see what I'm saying? To close the monthly, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, so it fits, right? Your higher time frame understanding of the candle itself within the time, so you're not randomly guessing you have 9 days left. That's a fact, right? That's not you guessing, oh, it's 9 days left we have till we can push this price higher. It's not guessing. You know that. So now within
Yeah,
that given objective, you need to see price close above, at least, up to this point, right? Or higher. within the monthly candle close. So, on your daily chart, now we need to start crawling back up and start to gap up and then close. Then, the next candle, we can do open low and then go. Right. And then finish,
Exactly.
and in 1 month, it will be the juice. Right. And then
And if
probably if
we
we
are
do
doing
this,
open high,
if we do
yeah,
this, then, you know, Christmas candle is gonna be open high, and we're gonna start. I'm thinking that's gonna be the top. But that's
yeah, we
that
also have
we
to
need
see
the
what
reversal now. Yeah, now we need the
yeah,
reversal
yeah,
here first though, before we even think about all that. But we need to start to gap up. So we need to really watch how this monthly closing. Because if we have a bad close, I don't know. This thing's looking iffy.
top could be in.
Yeah, top really could be in if we don't start to do anything from this point, right?
Yeah.
It really could be in, bro. If we're not gonna,
I
start
mean,
to
yeah,
show
we
the
we
order
ain't,
flow.
we ain't gapping higher on the monthly, so
That's what I'm saying. And on the highest time frame, we're not gapping
yeah,
higher anymore at this point, right? And the only fair value is here that we're holding. You know,
yeah. At least your long is protected
I mean,
from
yeah,
1700.
my long is from here, so it's okay. But that's the thing. Like, I feel like if we lose here, we're coming here very fast, like very quick. If we start to lose these levels,
Yeah,
then it will come to my entry very fast. So we really need to hold this flow if we want to see one more high before the run ends.
yeah. Let's see if
Right.
we still can get an alt season.
That's what I'm saying. And this one more leg up will be our all season. You know what I'm saying? If we get that.
we
So
got
it
we
really
got a
depends
TP.
if we get this swing here, right? Low, lower, low. That's why we need to close higher to make that lower low. Right?
Exactly.
Then we can expect the next candle to open low again and make a higher low, and
Like
we can
higher low.
send off of
Yeah,
that. Right? But if we close below it, then I'm thinking open high, swing high, and then target the fair value, meaning
yeah.
one
Take that
more.
previous low out. Yeah,
Yeah, that means another 18% drop. That means your shitcoin again gonna do one more low. Right?
yeah. Maybe we will get an open high in Q1 of next year,
Yeah.
but we have to see.
And also Solana here.
Yeah, Solana's also brewing something.
Yeah, because look at this setup too. It looks crazy here right now. If we start to swing here, oh my goodness.
Right into the GP, I believe.
Yeah, so it has to also hold here, or else we're going for the wick again. So this is the last flow here. This is the last chance to make another order flow from this point to reverse. But then the next reversal, we really have to blast this high. It has to be a strong one. It has to be a fat candle up, bro. Because
Yeah,
if we don't
yesterday
do
on
that,
Bitcoin, we rejected the open.
oh my
Like,
God, yeah, exactly, right
precisely.
here, boom. Like,
Yeah.
and that's why I got on the live. In the morning I was watching, and I'm like, oh, it's coming right to the open, and that's why I said, bing, it hit here. At TP, I'm like, yep, I'm going to the gym, and then what happened?
Boom.
Boom. Like it's crazy. Like it's really, really crazy, man. Like these things people don't know. It's not a random level, right? Like it's really not why did we reject exactly here? To the tick. To the tick to the open.
Yeah. It's
Right?
programmed.
Sweeping this high. Filling this gap. Look at that. That's programmed. Because you can see there's a
Insane.
gap right with the open that hasn't been filled, and there was liquidity right below that open and the gap. You see what I'm saying? So it was this the moment it created this and this high, this setup was already present, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. And then now it comes back into it, and that's why I kept saying if we don't gap above this, it's not going to look good. And then now, boom, it's not looking good. Right. But now, again, we now clear the bottom side again, right? So now we took the low out. So now again,
And
it's
gapping
resetting.
down. So
Yeah. And we have the low, lower, low, higher, low now. Again, swinging, not gapping lower again. So this is why this is a frustrating price action because it's not able to gap down or gap up. Stuck. Right? It's
just
stuck
one
in this
big
little range.
range.
Exactly. It's stuck. So it really now has to gap up again and blast open higher, not tap it again. Then again, it will go back down, which we don't want to see.
Yeah.
Right? We already rejected it once. So now we got to push through it, gap through it. But that means we need a big move, right?
Yeah,
Like we
bulls
need a
have some
bigger
work to
move
do.
than yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty big move. So we need 2 times move than yesterday to like coming soon now. Like we need double this move from this
And
point and then
everyone was
boom, like
sprinting
this.
inside easy.
Yeah, like this. But I told everybody right on live, right on the thing. I was like, yep, we hit the open, we failed, and then TP. So if people didn't
Yep.
TP, then they gave back everything now, right? But if they TP, then oh shit, you're good. Or
Yeah.
even took
I
the short. I even
TP'd
said,
just a little.
bro, I even said you guys can take the scalp short on the next 1 hour swing, which was right here, the lower high. Right? I even told you guys finishing with time. And this is the craziest part, bro. Right on time. Look at it. First 90, second 90, third 90, open high, boom, hits the monthly open to the tick. Right on
Yeah.
time. That's like so
Insane.
crazy to me, you know? Like that's so crazy. And that's why I had the confirmation to TP there. For me, it's very clear. I'm like, fuck. I didn't want to
Like
do that.
everything lined up.
Yeah, I didn't want to. That was not the plan. My plan was to see gap higher. But then as a trader, you have your plan, but now you have your reality here, what's going on here, right? And then boom. And so if when it hits here right on time and not gap higher, I'm already thinking my plan is not, and now it's not gapping higher from here. So the plan I wanted to see was to gap higher, right? Then it will be good. Then we could have, had a little 1-2 and then hold here and then already move higher. But since now we failed it, right? Right on time. Boom. So I'm just like, fuck, this is not looking good now. And then I come back from the gym and it's all the way back down here already. I'm just like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah, so
Like even me,
that's
I'm
one
like,
thing
damn,
I'm
I didn't want to see that. But
yeah.
hey, good thing. The good thing that we TP, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure a lot of people didn't TP there. Just
Yeah.
think about it. A
I'm
lot of
kind of
people did not
struggling
TP there.
with greed. Like
Yeah, we agreed.
I'm too greedy.
And I'm telling
But
you guys, it's not a watch. It's not even. Look at that. Bing. Can't even make that shit up. Look at
tick.
that TP, bro. Oh, see what I'm saying? So no hindsight TP either. I'm not just saying we TP because we TP, but that was exactly the TP. And I'm even giving you guys the reasoning of why I TP there, right? Perfectly clear. And I even told you guys as it was happening, you know? So this is the reason. And you can see what happens after. But now we need a new setup now, right? Since this one got crippled, we need a new setup to hold here. And then now we have multiple levels to break now.
Be a little patient.
Yeah, this is now we have to be patient again. Exactly. We need new fair value because even off of this, there's no gap. You see, it's missing a lot of gaps here. We're just having moves up. That's not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
a move up. That you see. So in retail move, yes, it went above the level, but it's reclaiming the level. But there's, in my view, right, and just not just the candle shapes, but like order flow wise, there's no bullish order flow here, right?
It isn't strong,
Yeah, yeah. The
basically.
pattern is there, right? The action is there, but order flow isn't there, and that's why I teach you guys to whatever you guys are looking at technical setup, you have to apply order flow on top of it. Make sure order flow is agreeing to whatever you're looking at. But in this case, to hold here, and it's holding here, but there's no fair value. To me, that's like suspicious. right? So
Yeah.
within the next 1 hour, 2 hour candles, we have to fair value higher now, and if we don't, then most likely again we're going to fail, collapse the lows again, right? And then probably after taking this low out, it's going to give a setup again.
Yeah, if we do open high tomorrow, we will definitely come for those lows.
Yeah, then again, we will do the same thing as last week, and we will have a setup on Friday again.
Yep, Friday reverse again.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Then we will have a Friday setup again, bro. Exactly Friday. Boom. See Friday. To Friday.
Sunday scan move.
Again to Friday. Then it lines up perfectly. Then again, that'll be the mega long. Because look, you see what I'm saying? Mega long from Friday. Mega long from Friday. Again, the setup is coming towards Friday now. We're not doing anything. Fuck. This is not good, man. I hate Friday setup because you have to wait all week. You have to wait all week. Get stop loss break even couple times, give back couple bucks, and then Friday comes and then boom. I hate
Sunday
Friday
scan move.
reversal low key. I don't like it. But when it offers,
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, when it offers it's mega plays every time. So the only way to not see that is to reverse out today. We need to start moving out of it today and then Thursday make a high. Then we can pull back from there and then have like a little weekend pullback. And then, finish the monthly candle next week, move up, hopefully getting above the monthly open. But if we can't do that, yeah, things are just
Yeah,
not looking
definitely
good.
gonna be a little careful these days.
Yeah, you really have to be careful. And then, you see like Trump just comes out and speaks whenever. But it doesn't matter about the Trump thing because it literally, to me, it didn't matter. It wasn't the Trump. It was the setup. It was monthly open hitting right on time, and then Trump comes out and says the tariff bullshit again.
That's the craziest thing.
It's
They
crazy,
always
right?
lines up with
Exactly,
the
bro.
news. Like,
Yes, bro. It's weird as fuck. It's weird. It happened, bro. It's so fucking weird. It happened on this day too, like right as the time came, right as the time came. What do? We open high and then we don't gap up, and I'm just like, oh shit. Boom. And I'm like, what? And then the news comes out. Same shit, bro. Same thing with this. Boom, we're in the long. Boom, 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 boom. Hits it, not gap up. I'm like, fuck. TP. I'm going to the gym. And then news comes out. You see what I'm saying, bro? It's like, if you understand the time, the news actually don't matter. It just helps your trade. It just
yeah,
helps
there's
the
a
trade.
saying, right? Like, show me the chart and I will show you what the news is or something.
Exactly, bro. And that's true, right? At
Yeah,
this point, it's true because we're always, in it or out before the news comes. And I don't know what the news is, right? That's the thing. You don't know what the news is, but if you follow the setup, then the news is just going to help you.
exactly. Yeah.
Cool. And then let me look at CRV right here. Look at the
It's the
6
push.
hour on CRV here. Stosh is crossing now, though. Oh, it's kissing.
Yeah, it needs
Oh,
to,
it's
needs to
it's not
cross.
kissing yet. It's about to kiss. It hasn't kissed yet. Yeah, this 6 hour
Please
candle. I don't know. I think this 6 hour candle could push fat down too. Low
yeah.
key. Yeah, like boom. Yeah, it could be, man. It really could be, bro. The formation, it was not good. Monday, Tuesday, open high. I don't know. The formation was definitely not good. I'll rather have seen Monday, Tuesday down.
Yeah, yeah.
But Monday, Tuesday was scam.
It looks like Friday things are coming.
Yep, could be the case, man.
I
Even
want to
gold
show
too.
them one entry, if that's okay.
Yeah. Share whatever you want to share.
Can I go to on CRV to September 17th? on
Okay.
23 minutes.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Right here.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my God. September 17th.
yeah.
Okay.
Do you see that at the low, higher low?
Yep. Of course I do. Look at that. See,
That
coming
was
right into the time, right? Low, lower low, higher low. And
okay. Go
also,
a little bit. Okay, go a little bit to the left. Yeah, can you mark that lick?
boom, and then took this lick. See, so
Was
time
exactly
comes.
previous lick.
Yep, exactly previous lick. Boom. And then if you didn't catch this one, comes back, offers you another one, higher low, right off the time again. Right into the third six, higher low. Previous lick retest. Stop loss below these lows. Right? And then your target.
Yeah, that was the trade that where I passed my breakout account with one
Oh,
trade.
okay. Yeah, that's what yeah, I remember that trade. Yeah, in one trade. I mean, look at this. If you can trade, catch entries like this, you know what I'm saying? You guys are passing funded instantly. One trade. Let's see. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I remember that shit, bro. Oh, yep, yep, yep. That shit was crazy, bro. One trade
It
too,
was so
bro.
clean.
So clean. Yeah, that was super clean trade. Look at that shit. Wow.
And also, we started the week with an open low, which is done immediately from Monday. So the low
Yeah. So
was
Monday,
Tuesday.
yeah, look, Monday. So open, Monday range, open, Tuesday, low, right? So open, Monday, Tuesday, low, Wednesday, higher low, and
Exactly.
push to the
And
high.
juice.
And then Thursday, close. Right? So that's your open, low, high, close for your weekly fractal. And then now it moves on to your weekend fractal. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, close, weekly close. See what I'm saying? So that's your weekday fractal and that's your weekend fractal for your crypto.
Yeah.
Right? So weekend fractal, weekday fractal. And then that
And at
forms.
first, it was a little hard to understand this, but
Well, yeah, for sure.
eventually it will click.
But again, that's candle formation, right? Just understanding
Yeah.
how one candle forms within the given four sequences, which are your open high, low close, or open low, high close, right?
Yeah.
Four sequences. So there's no other way for it to make that candle. So that's the first easiest way to just accept that. You know what I'm saying? It has to make the open low or open high for it to even do anything, for it to make that true move. And that's why most
Exactly.
people right off the open, right, they trade. They go in their trade, right? Boom, 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 boom. And then they get caught up in the Monday range or right off the any open range, right? Any open range to get caught up in it, not knowing what you're trading, right? Then again, you're gonna get licked out on the open high or open low.
There isn't a direction, so
Exactly. And then that's the direction. And then now you're gonna get licked out and you're gonna miss the trade. You're gonna get licked out and miss the trade. So that's why
yeah.
always wait for that range to form and then trade off of that liquidation of those ranges or continuation off of those ranges. And again, it's not always going to be liquidation of that range. There's also going to be continuations of that range, which are your what? Those are your opening range breakout trades, right? You heard of that, right? ORB,
Yeah, yeah.
right? That's your opening range breaking out trade, but people don't even know what that even is. They just trade it because they just trade it, right? But it's all again tied with time, right? It's watching that opening range to see a manipulation or a breakout, a displacement out of it. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's why it's always important to watch the open, right? Let that range form. Let it create that opening range. And then see
Yeah,
that lick
and
open low or open high.
yeah, and it's important to use time and price together, so not just time alone or price alone,
Exactly. So
because a
even
lot of
if
people just trade price alone. But
yeah, exactly. And you guys heard that, right? So you guys have to learn how to trade price with time together. They're both equally important. Whatever you're reading on your technical analysis and on your order flow, important. But then again, not knowing time, that's missing a whole piece in the chart, right? That's offering you, it's literally giving you the information of open, high, low, close, and it's
yeah,
literally giving you the information of time, just like it's giving you the information of price that everybody chases. So there's no argument to it. If you're not using all this three information together, right, plus the order flow, which again, it's the information they'll offer you, right? Then now you're doing yourself a disservice. You're just simply cutting out the other factors that's within the chart that most people disregard. And they just look at patterns, entry models, and not focus on why you're even getting that entry model. I know why it's giving you that because that's the open low of X candle. You know what I'm trying to say? Or whatever not. I know that, right? That's offering a
yeah,
low of a certain candle and at that same time on a lower time frame. And I know that they'll offer a lower time frame entry model. But again, understanding time, right? Again, if you guys entered here just because you guys have your setup, again, you guys might have got stopped out and then now it plays out. But look at where it plays out, right on time. Again, same thing with the short up here, right? Oh, yeah, you see the three drive patterns forming, whatnot, and you're shorting here, right? It swept the high, you short here, so you go short, but you wake up and you're stopped out. But look at where the short actually moves happen from with time.
exactly.
It comes with time. So it's not about forcing and trying to top tick your entry. You want to be the top tick of when the time hits. You
It's
see
so
what I'm
crazy.
saying? You
Nobody's
exactly.
talking about
You
this.
want to be the you want to bottom tick this time open low. This is what you want to bottom tick. Within this given time with the shift, with the time shift. Quite literally with the time shift. Same thing here. You want to catch these here, then you didn't get suffered. You didn't have to wait up, down, up, down, up, down, up 50%, down 50%, up 50%, down 50%, and then it prints. And you're wondering why. I took my entry model. I took my entry. Why is it not going? Why is it not breaking the lows? Time. Again, time hasn't hit yet. You see what I'm trying to say? So now when time hits, you get your clean flow, clean move. And again, same
Yeah,
thing
just
here.
wait for both to align.
That's what I'm saying. You just wait for the time. Same thing. And you guys can use time as TP too, right? Time comes, you're in this long, and time comes. We're not gapping higher. What are you going to do? Watch it,
TP.
sit down and do nothing, just like yesterday's TP that I did. Am I gonna see it hit a level on time and watch it and not gapping higher? I'm just gonna watch it and maybe it goes higher. No, I understand that, so I will TP, get out of it. Again, order flow is failing, time is failing, price is failing, right? So same thing. All right. So yeah, anything else you want to talk about? Let's wrap it up.
Um, yeah, just for the new people, just at the beginning it will feel overwhelming, but just keep showing up to every live, ask your questions, and trust me, eventually it will click. So just keep pushing and don't
Yes,
give
sir.
up, basically.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All
Because
right.
once it clicks, it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like once it actually, clicks, then you know what I'm even talking about. And you can actually
Yeah,
understand what's happening. And you're not just randomly trying to buy this chart or buy that price because you see a pattern or you see an entry model. You're lining it up with the time, right? To make sense. Is it actually making sense with what that higher time frame candle is printing with the sequence? Right. And if it does make sense, those are your high probability trades once again, right? Once your time and price lining together.
Yep.
So yep. All right. That was a good session, brother.
A lot of sauce.